Hi Gemini, happy new year and happy January. So we're gonna get a couple oracle cards to start off the theme of your reading, and then in the longer version of the reading we're gonna follow through with some tarot cards. So the theme is starting off with protection, time, and release. Wow. So it sounds like the end of something intense. It's time for this to kind of resolve itself. We've actually been protected through this period and protected to the point of this time that's destined to release this difficult energy. You might be releasing people, you might be releasing places, things, or jobs, any kind of difficult negative ties in the world. This is the time you're letting them go. So there's something coming in with the full moon that's pretty important as well. And the next full moon, I'm trying to remember, the next full moon I think is in early January. So you might want to look up when that is. There might be something key happening at the time. You might be confronted with this it might be a decision, but I'm feeling in most cases it's not a decision, it's just happening. It might be something that's just happening to you and it feels like it's happening to you and it feels difficult. Your message at this time is that this is for your protection, and it's time to release this for the betterment of going ahead in your life. It does feel very old, like very lengthy, that you've been carrying this thing. I don't see what it is. I feel the general energies of like the burden, and it's going to feel life-changing when you release it. It's almost like you're carrying a backpack your whole life. You just got used to the weight, and you didn't think of it as a possibility that you could release this in your life, and it's happening. And so, like, yeah, what does life look like without this, carrying around this backpack in the world? It's going to change things for you, as much as you want or as little as you want to. It's kind of up to you, but the backpack is leaving. So let's get some tarot cards to get more information. The Seven of Vessels, the Seven of Cups, kind of like wiggled when I was shuffling. So the Seven of Cups is the card of having a lot of options and ahead of you and possibilities ahead of you. So this kind of opens up doorways, options that you weren't seeing before. So let's see some more messages around that. Ooh, we have the Empress. Wonderful. That's good. That's a great card for creation, starting something new. Three of Sticks. Interesting. So this is like the opportunity card, but it's in reverse. Page of Sticks. And the Tower. Wow. That's funny that the Tower showed up. That's what I was feeling with the protection, time, and release. The Tower is often interpreted as showing a moment where things get turned upside down, but for your benefit. And that's exactly the message with the time and protection. There's also divine timing in the Tower, and often a message that you will be protected through this Tower moment. So say, for example, there's something that is out of your control, maybe a change in protocols or a change in policy at your work, for example. It affects you, but you have no control over it. You will be protected through this. It is the right timing for this to happen, so that, say, you can release that role that you had at that job. Maybe, for another example where it could feel like a Tower moment, but you're actually protected, is your company, or the company you work at, is being bought out by another company. You're a little bit worried about the changes that would happen, but it's actually a big upgrade for you. You get promoted, you get a different type of role that's more suited for you, you have a better boss, something like that. There's a change on the horizon where you can release the old ways of doing things embrace something new, especially coming with the Page of Sticks. You're able to express yourself and explore creatively expressing yourself in a way that you've always dreamed of, but you didn't have the opportunity to. So I'm getting an example. This might be specific to one person, but you can use it to apply to your own life, how it fits. I'm getting an example of like a corporation, and you say you're in a role like management, like managing projects, project management, and you know you're great, you're good at it, you did all the steps to like improve your skill set, and you're very valuable to the company, but like there's a part of you that is very creative with like graphic design, and it wasn't like the lucrative role to take when you started at this company, so you went the project manager. It made, you know, it made a lot of logical financial sense to do this, but there was that part of you that didn't get expressed yet. This is what's happening in this moment, is you're getting this opportunity to go back to that beginning creative energy and experiment, explore. It's time for you to bring this into your life as well. So you're not leaving the project management skills, for example, whatever existing skill set you have, but you're finally getting a chance to add in that passionate side, the thing that you're passionate about. So say you're in project management, and then the company's like, we want you to head, you know, the graphic design team, and we need you to go and like take these courses to gain this understanding of graphic design. And you're like, yes please, like this is perfect for me. The phrase "this is perfect for me" is coming through as a channeled message. So you might say those words. Someone might say, "This is perfect for you." That's going to be a key sign to you of this change. It's so exciting. Yeah, with the Empress, this is kind of like the energy, the pathway, the life path you're stepping into right now. You have an unlimited ability now to create, to bring something forward into the world. And you might not know what it is right now, but along the way, you'll see what it is. I feel it's almost like problem solving. Like you find creative solutions to things along the way, and like you're like, all of a sudden you have the vision. It's like you encounter this problem, oh, this is how we solve it. You encounter this problem, give me some time, okay, this is how you solve it. Like this is where the creation is coming through. Or going back to the graphic design, there's this campaign, and you have a vision of like, okay, this is how we can communicate it, and you're like you're right on it every time. So it's like you need this path, and the path needs you to like fulfill the work that's happening here. With the Three of Sticks in reverse, this is the new opportunity that's not yet here. In the right time, it's going to be there in front of you, but it is on the horizon. There's a reassurance of that. Yeah. Okay. So I want to pull some more cards. One for your career and studies first, and then we're going to pull for your relationships, for your life path, and for your health. So this is first for your career and studies. Clarity. Clarity is coming. Be patient with yourself. If you're getting excited and you're feeling like a lot of anticipation over what's ahead, it's all going to come through in the right timing. So just find ways to occupy yourself and center yourself in the meantime. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it doesn't mean it's not happening. It means it takes time for these things to fall in place. Also, with what I was saying here about you going along and like problem solving, always be patient with yourself with that. I feel a tendency to you're trying to doubt or disprove your abilities. It's an effect of the ego to keep you protected and safe, and that's something that can be released, that can be dissolved. If you can just try to remember to hold on to patience, you will always find the clarity in the moment that you need it. Without fail, every problem that you encounter, it will come to you. Okay, let's get a relationships card next. One spirit guide, one way. Number 21. Okay, I'm reading this in an interesting way because I pulled this for relationships. You are with for most people, I feel like you're already with somebody in your life who is like your spirit guide on earth. Like you really trust this person, and and yeah, they are meant to guide you in the physical world. For other people, it will be increasing your communication and your guidance in your relationship with your spirit guide who is in the spirit form. And for other people still, you have this person on the way that would be in the physical. Sorry if that was a little jumbled up. So if I'm feeling like three options, most people, you are already connected with someone in your life. This could be your partner. It could be like your grandma, or a friend, trusted friend, or a teacher who is actually like spiritually bonded to you over lifetimes, and is meant to give you guidance. So just trust your gut. If you feel like this person never fails you and like is guiding you, then that's what we're talking about here. So they're going to really help you through this tower moment, through this release, through this transition that you're going through. The second option is this person hasn't come yet into your life and they're coming. So same thing, trust your gut, and then know that they're there, that they're here to help you. And then the third option, the third possibility is that you're increasing your communication with your spirit guidance on the spirit side of things. And to the advice there is to focus in on one key spirit guide so that you don't overwhelm yourself. You have one who's kind of like the facilitator on behalf of your spirit team, and that simplifies things for you specifically. So try to connect to that one and focus on that so that you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, let's pull a card for your life path and see what's coming through there. Chills, number 5. This is interesting. So this is talking about your gut feeling. You know, if you feel chills, if you feel a reaction in your body, that's also telling you things. So pay attention not only to like your gut feeling, but anything that's happening in your body that might send you a message. That is the way that you get your spirit communication for sure, and your inner knowing. Yeah, so chills for sure. That's the first thing to pay attention to. Numbness, if you're feeling numb or frozen. I also want to say for a few people, this could be being triggered into a freeze response and becoming more aware of when that happens and being able to support yourself when it happens. So I see this woman, you know, like kind of covering her arms. One way that you can support yourself, and of course, you know, like you'll want to like refer to a professional for this, but it's reminding me of one way that you can support yourself if you dissociate or if you have a freeze response, is to kind of massage your arms. So you might want to experiment with that. If you're receiving messages in the physical, you can respond in the physical to kind of support yourself and your experience, your mental, emotional, physical experience. That's actually leading into our last card, the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual health card. So let's see what your advice is there. Composting, this has been coming up for several readings. Decomposing energetic cords 1. There's really a fresh start with this card, with this energy. So I read this as don't think of like don't think of this as training yourself to be different or to do something new. It's more like it's more of like a rewiring, like for example, you don't need to shame yourself for feeling triggered about something. You can kind of just go with it and accept that like that's a natural physical response. But what you're decomposing here is the, say, like staying locked in the freeze response, and you're repurposing it into a new energetic reaction or relation to the world. You are using that moment to realize, oh, I'm sensing something, I feel unsafe, let me support myself and let me assess the situation of, the safety around me. You're finding another way to read, to live with, and to like understand or use that physical reaction. If you're kind of going through a spiritual awakening and you're realizing that you get a physical reaction around certain energies that might not be in the physical, that message also comes through, that you're decomposing, you're composting the old ways of how you interpreted that. You might have just dismissed it and told yourself that, like you told your body to do what you want, but now you're coming back and you're rewiring that, and you're listening to your body, and you're realizing it's telling you something that you're sensing, and you're going to make a new kind of like codex for yourself of what that means for the world around you. And it's going to be so helpful for you going forward. So I'm wishing you the best January with that.